I've been playing off and on for about 20 years. I started in college. Pretty soon I fell in love with the game and couldn't give it up. I was enthralled by it. I was hooked. I've spent most of my free time and most of my money pursuing this dream. That's how much I love it. What's cool about 9-ball is that you have to follow a pattern. You have to follow an order. You start with the lowest numbered ball on the table, so you go in sequential order. For me, I'm traditionally looking about 2 or 3 shots ahead. You have to make the ball in the hole to win. It's as simple as that. That is part of the allure, is just the juice. It's like a high. Winning is a high. Some of the women are uber competitive and it can get a little out of hand. For me, that's not how I play. I want to beat you fair and square. I want the title. I want to be the best person this weekend. I expect to win it. I want to win it. I want first place.
You know, I just kind of just got into it.
I've really felt the laughter.
Oh, it's been wonderful. I just love it.
Things aren't always so funny in today's world, so it's really good to have a place where people can laugh for no reason. Emotionally, it was such a lift. And physically, it always makes me feel very energized, and at the same time, you feel relaxed.
When you're laughing, when you're happy, there are fun things going on in the body.
Happy, excited, yeah, like free and lighter.
I definitely feel a lot more relaxed afterwards.
Endorphins get released, the brain is in a happier mode, may help arteries relax, meaning that the arteries may expand and carry more blood flow to critical organs.
Because I get migraines, and so I try to laugh away my headaches. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I feel good and great, a lot of energy.
With laughter, there are no bad side effects.
I started with the basics, like the do, re, mi. I think I was about 2. I started opera about 2 years ago. I am singing Italian. I love the language, I love the words to it. It was really hard at first. The words would just jumble up in my mouth, but once I got to learn them really good, they become really easy. My church was doing a fundraiser, and I didn't have very much money to give, so instead I gave them a song. Soon we'll be able to build another church, and we'll make the children's buildings bigger. My younger sister Shannon helped with the art. My dad did the recording. My youngest sister Grace and my mom helped with everything else. My whole family has been a great support. Just search, they call me Harmony.
There we go.
They
call it the War Room.
Who do you think? Any predictions?
The minute an NFL team drafts a football player, the scrambling begins right here in the Valley to find them a home in their new city.
I think you guys just got yourselves a superstar.
Agent Ted Peterson with Russ Lyon Sotheby is glued to his cell phone, checking social media accounts and reaching out to players' agents to help them find new digs fast.
Obviously, with your connections with the team, and we'll work it from every angle.
Tonight, they laid the groundwork, but there's still a lot of work to be done.
The Arizona Cardinals select Dayon Buchanan.
Curveball, huh? That might be, that's surprising.
Especially for those players about to call Arizona home.
Having them settled from a house perspective and just getting to a new city and getting their feet on the ground, it really allows them to focus on what's ultimately more important.
Sarah Goldenberg, ABC 15 News.
How does it work over there with their sales between dinner and lunch?
His life's work revolves around food.
Filet medium. I love running. I picked it up about 6 years ago.
But last April, restaurant owner Jeff Mastro took his running to another level, tackling the Boston Marathon for the first time.
The finish was like, at that time, was like any marathon.
He made it across the finish line in 3 hours and 40 minutes. Not long after, just blocks away, he heard this.
2 really loud, just booms.
His joy turned to shock. In the chaos, he tried to find his family.
A lot of times they're right at the finish line waiting for me and cheering me on. So anything could have happened.
Luckily, everyone was okay, but Jeff's heart drops when he thinks of what could have happened.
They walked by there about 10 minutes before the bombs went off. So, but it was pretty scary.
But that's not stopping him from going back.
I wanted to go back just to see all that and kind of pay tribute to the people that did get injured and the lives that were lost, and I just want to be part of that.
He says the last steps will be even harder than usual, where runners like him will run right by where the bombs went off.
Bombs go off at a marathon, and we just have more people go back and more people run it. So that's the American spirit, and I love it.
I said, hey, I have to try it once. I had my first fight, and then I was hooked ever since then. Just the way you feel after a big win, there's nothing like it. Now it's evolved so much that you look, at an MMA fight now or a card, and the guys are so well-rounded, you can't really tell, what their discipline is. And you're getting elite-level athletes in there now. You're not getting just, guys off bar stools that think they're tough guys anymore. They get weeded out real quick. A lot of elite wrestlers have, the ability to dictate where the fight goes, where they're, when I take it down to the ground, I want to keep it up on my feet, and I've used my wrestling to do that many times.
40 seconds. Good position.
You can't be successful with one discipline in the sport. And, I train multiple times a day, 2-3 times a day for many, many hours, every day, even in my, when I'm not having a fight coming up, to get better at those other disciplines like jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing. So I can come in here every day, I can work on something different, and I'm always getting better at something. You definitely have to have all the tools. I'm in the gym year-round, but 8 to 10 weeks comes along, from the fight. That's when I'm really concentrating on getting a specific game plan down, working towards that game plan, eating healthy, no drinking alcohol, all that kind of good stuff. And we put so much effort into, your 8 to 10 week training camp that it comes down to one night, and you better perform on that night. And you just take it one fight at a time. I had my first loss, my last fight, is to a tough guy who's now the champion, John Jones. A week after, I was just upset, mostly at myself because I felt like I didn't show up to fight. But I just had to let it go, and just kind of using that as fuel for the fire, and I wanted to get back in the octagon as soon as possible. There it is. So I've been training my butt off this whole time, and I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I have a good mindset, And I just kind of use that as a learning experience as far as using that fire in training and going to take it out on the next guy. You know, my ultimate goal is to be a UFC champion, and you know, I was very close. I was probably one fight away from attaining that goal, but you know, setbacks happen, and it's how you pick yourself back up and get back out there and you know, how you come back. And it starts with this fight. You know, it's MMA, you can't look forward too much. It's just one at a time.
Right there. That's good. Nice.
I want to be the champ, but whoever's in front of me, I got to beat. My main goal right now is Tito Ortiz, and I'm not looking past him. You know, he's a legend of the sport, and he's a tough guy, and he's going to come out to beat me. So I'm going to have to turn around and you know, bring it on him.